If your dog pulls on the leash, reacts outside, jumps on people, shuts down, or completely ignores you once distractions are around, the problem is not that your dog is stubborn, and your dog is not a bad dog. Most of the time, it's not even a lack of training. It's that your dog is overwhelmed and cannot process the world in a way that we expect them to. My name is Lindsay, and I'm the owner of LV Canines Dog Training. I work with dogs and their owners in their homes, in real environments where behavior actually shows up. And if you stay through this video, I'm going to explain exactly why most dog training fails, what creates lasting behavior changes, and how to know if working together is the right fit for your dog. Here's the truth that most people are never told. Dogs are not misbehaving because they're being difficult. They are responding to the state that they are in. Behavior is not random. Behavior is information. When a dog is calm and regulated, that is when learning happens naturally. When a dog is overstimulated, overwhelmed, or stuck in a constant state of stress, learning doesn't stick. And it doesn't matter how many times you repeat the command. So most times when a dog isn't listening, it's not defiance. It's feedback. It's information telling us that something in the environment, the communication, or the expectations is too much for that dog to process in that moment. Most training focuses on teaching a dog what to do. Sit, come, stay, heel, place. But behavioral problems do not happen in calm training sessions. They happen when a dog is anxious, overstimulated, distracted, excited, or unsure how to process what's happening around them. A dog can know commands and have training and still be reactive. A dog can perform perfectly in a quiet room and completely fall apart outside. That's not a training failure. That's a regulation problem. A dog that is dysregulated cannot think clearly. And a dog that cannot think clearly cannot learn, no matter how much obedience training they have. I spent years working with dogs in their homes, not in for training facilities. I've worked with family dogs, I've worked with high drive dogs, fearful dogs, reactive dogs, service dogs, and dogs that have been through other programs that didn't work. And what I learned early on is this: training that only works in a controlled environment doesn't translate to real life. Dogs do not live in training rooms. They live in busy neighborhoods, loud households, unpredictable environments, and a human world that they're not designed for. So training needs to meet dogs where they actually are. At LV Canines, I specialize in in-home dog training because that's where behavior actually matters. On walks, around doors, around people, around distractions. This is a calm, structured, relationships-based training rooted in behavioral science and nervous system work. Before we focus on obedience, we focus on state. Because learning does not happen from a state of stress. Calm comes first, then clarity, then behavior. We teach dogs how to downshift, self-regulate, and process their environment so learning actually sticks. This is not about suppressing behavior. This is about helping dogs feel safer so they make better choices. Training, even if we include using tools, when implemented correctly, is about communication, not punishment. They are not used to overpower or force a dog into compliance. They are used as a clear, consistent signal, a communication tool, a pay attention to me. The goal is not control. The goal is understanding. When communication is clear and the dog is regulated, then corrections don't have to happen because the dog actually understands what it's being asked. It's about teaching your dog the right thing to do, not keep practicing the wrong thing. Most dog training programs fail because they address obedience without looking at the nervous system. They correct the behaviors without understanding why they were happening. They expect the dog to generalize across all environments without ever teaching them how to stay regulated in those environments. So behavior comes back. The dog seems stubborn. The owner feels frustrated and the system repeats. Not because the owner failed, not because the dog failed, but because the foundation was never built. When training is calm, clear, and regulation focused, everything changes. Walks become easier. The home becomes calmer. Dogs become more confident and adaptable. Owners stop feeling like they're constantly managing chaos. This is not about creating a robot dog. This is about creating a dog that understands how to live in a human world without being overstimulated by it. This program is for dog owners who want calm behavior in real life, better leash manners, reliable responses around distractions, clear communication without yelling or constantly correcting, a stronger relationship with their dog. This is especially for the dogs who struggle outside, around distractions, around other people, other dogs, new environments. This is not for a quick fix. This is not a quick fix. It is not a drop off, board and train. This is not a done for you program. This is a done with you program. You have to be involved. That's where the lasting behaviors come from, because the dog does not change in isolation. This requires participation. They change through relationship, consistency, and clear communication, and that starts with you. If this sounds aligned, the next step is simple. You'll fill out an application and give me some information about your dog and yourself. I personally review every application. If it looks like I can help, we will schedule a free complimentary phone consultation and talk through your situation and make sure it's a good fit on both sides. From there, we may schedule an in-home evaluation where I assess your dog, your environment, and give you clear next steps. So even if we don't work together, you'll have clarity. If you're ready for calmer walks, clear communication, and a dog that can handle the world that they live in, fill out an application. Your dog isn't broken. They just need a nervous system that's supported enough to learn.